For many years, my husband and I have taken 3- and 4-week trips each year. We go to places like Spain, Holland, France, and Australia. It may seem that we have money to burn, but nothing could be further from the truth. We are home exchangers, 17 exchanges in 15 years. It is definitely a cheap way to enjoy an otherwise unaffordable trip. But it has turned out to be far more. It has quite literally changed our lives. It started small when I spotted an article in the newspaper 16 years ago, swapping homes. I made a notation on it, buying this. This was Vacation Exchange Club, now called HomeLink. And find it I did. Our first exchange was to California. Then we were off to Connecticut. From there, we traveled everywhere. I could explain the nuts and bolts of the process. People always have questions about it. Aren't you worried about strangers in your home? Have you ever had something stolen? Have you ever had something bad happen? The answers, by the way, are no, no, and no. I could explain the contracts we exchange among ourselves, gentlemen's agreements really, or show you the mountain of correspondence that goes on between exchangers. 40 emails with the last one, but I won't. Instead, I will tell you why we keep exchanging. What, besides saving money, has motivated us year after year. Exchanging is not a tourist experience. It is not even a traveler's experience. It is immersion. In a sense, you live the life of the people you exchange with. You live in their home, shop in their grocery store, drive in the streets where they drive. Sometimes you even get to know their neighbors. I make it a point to look for commonly used items to bring home. The German quilt, the Malden sea salt jar, the English electric kettle are all part of my life now. Most importantly, it is the lasting friendships we have forged. Recently, we attended the wedding of Stacy and Reese, our Alaska exchanger's daughter. Terry, Sandy, and their kids are almost family by now. Last 4th of July, we celebrated the holiday with Suzanne and Bob and their family, home exchangers we met 7 years ago. They lived in Mexico then. They live less than 10 miles away now. Rebecca, the daughter of our exchanger from Germany, lived with us for a year while attending high school and was like a daughter. She gave me this little mascot. The sign says, "To remind you of the school you drove me to every single day." Every single day I am reminded not only of how much she has added to my life, but of how much so many exchangers have added to our lives. Perhaps they are the best of humanity. They trust, they open their homes, they share their lives. How lucky we are to have found our way to home exchanging.